Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. With waiting times already at the worst levels ever, and we're about to move into the winter period in the NHS, Neil Gray has got a hell of a problem in front of him. It's a problem he's incapable of solving. Literally, he cannot. He hasn't got the skills, the experience, the knowledge, he hasn't got the intelligence, he hasn't got the resources, and he hasn't got the money. Most of all, he's not allowed to hire too many people. And yet, the NHS in Scotland is massively understaffed. There have been over 25,000 complaints. Think about this. 25,000 complaints about understaffing levels in the NHS in Scotland. From within the NHS in Scotland, doctors, nurses, managers, other staff, all complaining. And they've written official complaints. 25,000. And all these complaints have gone unheeded, unfixed. It's a point now where it's got to be a health and safety issue. At that point, they must, by law, attend to these issues. And if the issue is lack of staff, then the SNP government must, by law, fix that problem. It isn't difficult. It's quite simple. What you do is you hire more staff. You can fire a few people like Fat Angus and his team of international pretendy embassy workers. Hire a few nurses. It helps. But Neil Gray, this man who sits in his office whimpering, won't come out. When's the last time you saw Neil Gray? When's the last time he said anything? He doesn't. His reports, he goes into his office. He locks the door behind him. He doesn't answer telephone calls. His staff have to deal with his emails and letters. He doesn't want to know. It depresses him. This is a man literally on the brink of a breakdown because his job is too hard. He's been over-promoted into a position he cannot fill. Skeuomorphic. That's the SNP, aren't they? They're absolutely a skeuomorphic party. They pretend to be a political party that's capable, but they are no such thing. But they do everything they can to dress themselves up in the mantle of an effective party while failing and failing and failing. And that, of course, is the problem. Now, this wave of complaints has come over the last couple of years because they've got basically a hire freeze. They're constantly underfunded. I know the SNP go, we're putting more money in. Yes, but not as much as inflation. Therefore, year on year, you're getting an absolute cut. It's a real-term cut. Because they don't want to. They don't want to put money into health. They only want to put money into independence. And that obsessive, single-purpose existence for them, A, isn't going to happen. And B, is killing people. Undoubtedly, people are dying because the SNP will not accept that independence is not going to happen. Where does it put them on a moral scale? Murder? Homicide? Or just very, very careless with people's lives? You decide. Thanks very much. Bye.